I decided to try my hand at making wire rings. These are the supplies I used. I'll link them in the video description below. So I started with about 12 inches of 20 gauge gold wire, and then I crisscrossed it and tightened it about where the size I wanted it to be. Then you're going to put your thumb and hold it tight against the ring mandrel with the wire. Now you chase each wire and make sure to do it tight, so then your swirl in the middle will be really tight at the end. I stopped chasing the wire around when my swirl was as big as I wanted it to be. And then I wanted to flatten a little bit, but I only had a hammer, so I just put a piece of cloth between the hammer and the ring so it wouldn't scratch when I hammered it down to flatten it a little bit. Make your two tails of wire parallel with your ring mandrel, and then take your ring off the ring mandrel, and you're going to pull the two tails underneath the swirl to tighten it. This locks the swirl kind of so that it doesn't come undone later on. It just seals the deal. Pull both of the tails really tight so your wires are nice and clean and up against the swirl. And then you're going to take the two tails and clip it down to about 1 inch, and that's where we'll make the two little swirls that come down by the big swirl. Take your needle nose pliers and spin that as tightly as you can down towards the big swirl. Mess with it until you get it looking how you want to. I kind of just bent mine around until it looked how I wanted. It's definitely not perfect, but I think that's kind of the joy of wire rings. After you get it how you want, I put it back on the ring mandrel just to make sure it's the size I want, and then I hammered it just to harden it up and solidify it as a ring. This one turned out pretty cute. I'm going to post a few more styles that I try out this week, so go ahead and hit subscribe and check it out later this week.